friends, today's prompt is negative space. And the first thing I thought about when I read that prompt was like negatives from when we used to take photographs, which then made me think about black and white because I don't know why. That's where my brain went. So I have this black and white sort of coloring page in my stash, and I thought, that could be interesting. I'm going to go ahead and start with that. So that's what I've got here. I am simply cutting it to size, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it on my page. Now the page I've chosen it's got like the pink watercolor on it, and I love the way that black and white and pink go together. So you can see on the page that line, that dark pink line. Well, this I'm sort of putting right on there, but so it's not covering that dark line. As you can see, I'm trying to explain something that's, for me, for some reason, not easy to explain. Anyway, you can see it right there. So I've got these negatives. Well, I made them. So I had ordered from, where did I order it from? Amazon. I got a pack of negative stickers, but they were clear, and then I went through a book and I found images and I put the clear stickers over the images, and it made like these negatives here. Well, this one with the crying lady, I love. And so I'm going to use that to create a pocket on this page. And I want to zoom in on her a little bit because it's so fantastic. And I'd like you to see it up close. So I'm going to see if I can do that while I'm editing. I'm sorry about the glare on her. It's a sticker, like I mentioned, and so they all have a little bit of a glare when the light hits it a certain way. But I'll try to zero in. I'll try to zoom in here and there on that image just so that you can get a good look at it, because I love it. I think it's so fantastic, and she's crying and she's talking about breaking up with her boyfriend or something like that. It's just a lot of fun. And breakups are not fun, so I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this image is fun because it's got this really retro feel, and she's being so dramatic, and that's what makes it funny. So at any rate, this is going to be turned into a pocket. From this same sheet of scrapbook paper, I have a scrap here, and I'm going to go ahead and use that as a tag. Since the image of the girl has a vintage vibe, I'm going to go ahead and use part of my DigiKit. By the way, that is called Retro Vibes, and it is available in my Etsy shop. So I'm going to use some of the ephemera from that kit to create the tag. I'm going to have some fun with this tag because the image of the girl is cracking me up so much. So what I'm going to do is I cut out 3 pieces from my ephemera. One piece, as you can see, says "Take it easy." The other is like a stamp and it says "Love" on it. Then the other is a telephone. So I'm just thinking back in like my teenage years. So we used telephones to call our boyfriends. The love stamp just says "Love" on it, so this is obviously a romantic situation going on here. And then we have "Take it easy," which is sort of like I'm just poking fun at the whole situation because, when we were young, we just thought our boyfriends were just so important, such a big part of our lives. And, chances are most of us didn't marry anybody that we dated in high school. Now, I have a few friends that did marry their high school sweethearts, which I think is awesome. But, most of us didn't. And so I'm just sort of poking fun at this whole situation and just having a good time with it. As you can see, I am leaning into the pink color palette, and we have several shades of pink. And actually, the "Take it easy" part is a little bit peach, but the background of it is pink. And I'm sorry my lighting is not fantastic in this video. I'm not sure why. I probably forgot to turn on my overhead light, and that's probably why. Because sometimes, like when I'm sitting in my art studio, if the sun is shining, then I forget to turn on my overhead light, because for me, everything is light and bright, but it doesn't always translate onto video. So it is a little bit dark today, but it's not terrible, but it's just a little bit dark. All right, so let's get this tag put together. I've got the 3 pieces. Just gonna sort of put them on, not perfectly straight. You'll notice that I have that offset. I'm gonna do that with all 3 of them. So I've got the Take It Easy, and then I've got the phone, and then I'm gonna put the love on. And in retrospect, I probably should have put the love under the phone, only because I really, really like the image of that phone. But not the end of the world. You know, when I create it, you know, intuitively, as I had talked about in my last video, sometimes I look back and go, oh yeah, I could have done this or that and the other, but I'm never like truly terribly unhappy. It's just sort of an afterthought. I am going to top this tag with a piece of velvet trim, which is a nice bright pink. Thank you for joining me for Junk Journal July. I can't wait to go see what everybody else created for this prompt. I find this to be a very interesting prompt. I appreciate the time that you have spent here today. Thanks for watching. See you soon.